Hi everyone, my name is Mary. This is Ann.
And I'm Ann.
We're starting our first blog today called Meeker's Motivation. And the topic today is going to be on something that Ann fears the most, right?
Besides thunderstorms?
Yes, that's besides thunderstorms. So what is it that you fear the most?
People leaving.
And why is that?
Because it's happened more times than I can count.
Why do you think they leave?
They don't want to deal with my issues.
What-
Meaning, like, I don't drive, so they would have to drive. Therefore, if we were going out socially, they didn't feel that they could drink.
Right?
So, in my mind, that means they're choosing drinking over me.
Right, because they've actually said that to you, right? That they didn't want to pick you up because they were drinking.
Yes.
They didn't want to drive the wheelchair accessible vehicle
Yes.
because they didn't want to put you at risk.
Right, which is nice. I mean, that's
Right.
that's noble. But
Right.
yeah.
But at the same time, that leaves you out.
Yes.
Right. So you feel alienated quite often.
Right.
Now, you have spina bifida.
Yes.
You were born with it,
Yeah, that is a birth defect.
right?
You're born with a hole in your spine,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on where the hole is on your spine is
Determines like what kind,
how it affects you.
right? And so it affects you how?
I can feel the front of my legs all the way down to my ankles, but in the back, I cannot feel anything below that spina bifida level,
Okay.
which is right around or right above the tailbone.
Okay.
But it would be above the tailbone.
And it progresses, correct? Does it progress
No.
as you age? No?
No.
So you were in braces at one point, though. You weren't always in a wheelchair.
Correct.
So it
Correct.
didn't progress? What happened then?
Well, I got lazy.
Really? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
You're honest, at least.
And
And your muscles deteriorated?
if you don't use it, you lose it.
Right. But you didn't have a lot of support back then, did you? As far there's like you even tried to join a gym
Right.
at one point, and what did they say to you?
I was not, they didn't let me join without a doctor's permission. And at that time, I didn't have a regular family doctor.
Okay. But even still, you also told me that they said they didn't have someone there qualified to work with you.
Right, they were afraid of,
Hurting you.
doing something that would adversely affect me.
Right. So I think every time you tried to help yourself,
Yeah, roadblock.
yeah, there were roadblocks in your way nonstop.
Yes.
Now today it's a little bit different because of technology. They've learned a lot more about spina bifida, and
Right.
they start kids off a lot earlier.
Absolutely.
So I mean, some of the kids out there today watching who have spina bifida are thinking, "What?" But
Right.
it was different. You're 49.
And they told my parents
Right.
when I was born
Mm-hmm.
that if I had been born when my sister was born, which was 6 years prior, that I probably would have died.
Gotcha. So that's how advanced technology is, just even in a few years.
Right.
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 And we're in Ann's room in a nursing home, and you would prefer to live on your own, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And why is it that you have had a hard time not being able to do that?
Almost 2 summers ago, I did get an apartment for 3 weeks, and it only ended up being 3 weeks because my aides weren't showing up.
Right.
And then there were times that I was in bed for more than 24 hours at a time. with no one there.
And that's not good at all on your body.
No,
It can really be a detriment,
no, I mean, I'm prone to pressure sores as it is.
right?
You keep me in bed for that long without moving around, you're just asking for trouble.
Well, plus it's more muscle deterioration as well. It's
Right.
more atrophy. I
Right.
mean,
Right,
like you were just saying earlier, you don't use it, you lose it,
right,
right?
right.
So the more that you're laying there not moving, the worse it is. The more stiff you are
Mm-hmm.
when you are up. Like right
Right.
now, you're hurting, correct?
Correct.
And it's not just because you're not up all the time. It's because of the way they move you in and out of bed. With the Hoyer, right? What is it called when they
Shearing.
Shearing. So there's not only pressure sores. There's also a thing called shearing, and that's where the aides actually move her in and out, and it literally
When they move me from side to side, instead of picking me up and moving me, because I'm not a slim girl. I'm not a stick like you.
honey, I'm not a stick.
Okay, but anyway, they drag.
Right.
And that's what shearing is being drug. It's like a rug burn.
But I don't think it would matter even if I was thinner, because I don't think if you were, it would still do the same damage.
Yes,
Maybe even worse to the bone.
right,
Right. So
right. I've had pressure sores before that went to the bone.
Right. That's awful.
And, I had to have them cleaned out. And
So when you tried to live on your own before, the aids wouldn't show, and that was the reason you had to move back to the nursing home.
and then one did show.
Yeah.
I have to tell this story.
Okay.
One did show up, and she was emptying my catheter bag, which is pee.
Right.
She gagged and puked on my carpet.
Oh my God. My gosh. Oh my gosh. So that had to
She
make
said-
you feel like this.
She said because of the smell. My pee doesn't smell. Now, if you were emptying my colostomy bag, I can understand.
But even still, it's something that you're trained to do.
Right.
If
you're
you
in
can't
that
handle
field,
if you can't handle that, you shouldn't be doing it.
yes, if you're in that field,
Right.
then yes.
Then deal with it
Right.
and try to be respectful.
Right.
Right. I'm
So,
sorry for that. That had to make you feel.
2 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awful.
I'm short
sorry.
enough as it is. I'm only 4'9"
Right.
or 7. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? You're 4'7"?
Yeah,
Huh. Well, I'm not much taller. I'm 5 foot.
I know. Shorties unite.
They do. They absolutely do. Okay, so then, now that we're here in the nursing home, what is it that you wish that they had in nursing homes that they don't have?
Gorgeous men
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You're right.
that are single.
Right. For real. I mean, so you're here in a nursing home with mostly older people. Like you said,
Yes.
your roommate is
My mother's age.
your mother's age. So, and your mom's how old?
She will be 79 in July.
Right. So it would just be so nice to be able to develop homes and communities for people with disabilities like Ann, who could get out and be more independent.
Right.
You know,
And
we've
feel
got
more-
smart technology
and feel-
today. You could have had a smart Hoyer system pull you in and out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
They developed something that wonderful,
Right.
right? They develop all sorts of. They develop smart cars.
Right. Because I was doing everything else on my own.
It's just you need to
It
get
was
in and out of bed.
getting in and out of bed was
And
the
had
issue.
you done that, you would have probably moved a lot more too. I
Yes.
mean, it would give you more self-confidence, and it would have made you want to do things.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. It's just all these roadblocks that kind of keep you from,
Stagnant.
Yeah, stagnant, and depressed. Right.
Yeah.
And when you get like that,
Cymbalta's my best friend.
exactly. Right. So for all you people out there who are watching this, please go and visit your loved ones who are in nursing homes right now. Really, I
Absolutely.
mean, you
young or old.
You feel very alienated.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very alienated. And I know a lot of you out there complain about the smallest things. I mean,
Right.
really, and this one's a tough cookie. You have no idea. She's been through it. Brain surgery and all.
Truck, yeah.
Something she used to say while she, after her brain surgery, by the way.
Yes, yes. I am a huge Tim McGraw.
Yes, huge. That's an understatement. Right.
And the shunt that I have that prevents water on the brain became infected, so it had to be removed. Well, they couldn't put the new one in until the infection was out of my system. So there was a week where I didn't have the shunt at all.
Right, and it was actually kind of, they considered it a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, because when they pulled it out, I mean, it did injure her brain, because it had been in there for how many years?
Since I was 10, so 38.
38 years. So when they pulled that out, it caused her to, what did they call it when you were repeating things? Do you remember what it was called? I don't remember either, but she was like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Rain Man.
I'm going to run over your foot.
She hated it when I said that, but she was like trivia queen. I mean, anything I would say, she would name a song, and then she would either sing it or say part of it. I would say another word, she'd name a song, the artist, and she would sing it. It was like, it was
Yeah,
the most bizarre thing.
It was country music in the 80s.
Sports, even sports.
And Cleveland sports trivia.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
It was
Those were
like a week.
The whole time in between.
And I thought, this is it. She's going to be like this. I'm going to learn a lot. You were like a walking encyclopedia. It was it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, she kept going, really? And I'm going, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot stored up in that brain.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. But anyway, she was fine then, finally. Thank God.
Right.
It really scared me.
Once they put the new one in, I was okay.
Yeah.
The day after my birthday.
Yep. Exactly.
Happy birthday, I got my brain back.
Yes, you did. So yeah, you've been through it. And
Yeah.
no one really gets that.
Right.
They really don't.
No.
But anyways, so we just wanted to introduce ourselves today. We're going to try to do this blog at least once a week. We're trying to advocate for people like Ann, who have disabilities, maybe mental illness, other special needs.
We're all a little mentally ill.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
I know I'm insane. I've been.
I know you're insane too.
I know. Yeah. But you know what? I mean, weird people unite, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're like sisters.
And why stay inside that little box? I just had my meltdown earlier about that.
Yes, we're like sisters. So you'll see us, make jabs at each other, and
Absolutely.
that's just what we do.
Yep, I love her.
And I love her.
And you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you continue to watch.
And thanks for watching.
Have a good day.